In Investing 101, I'm joined by Dave Bartosiak of Zacks.com, here to talk about the importance of putting money away. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What's your first tip?
My first tip is just get started. People ask me all the time, hey Dave, you're in stocks, you must be rich. I mean, I do all right, but I'm not rich. But I'm pacing to do great over time because what I'm doing is I'm consistently putting money away. So that's what you have to do. There's a lot of trepidation about this. People hem and they haw and they try to find the perfect investment that's going to go up and they're never going to lose money, when the important part is to just start investing. It's kind of like that old adage where they say you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Oh, I love that.
It's the same sort of way. You make 0% on the money that you don't invest. And in a lot of cases, you waste money on all sorts of things and don't even realize it. So don't have the fear of wasting money. Just start investing right now.
What would you say, maybe if somebody even wanted to just put away $25 or $50 in an S&P 500 index with hopefully zero fees on that index, if you can get a situation where you're not paying someone to manage it, or at least as low as you can possibly go. Would that be an idea?
Absolutely, and there's all sorts of those available now. And back in the day it was a little bit tougher, but now there's so much competition in that space that it's easy to go to any number of sites and just start very small. And it adds up over the long run. If you do $100 a month, I did the math on this earlier,
I love this. Okay.
So $100 a month, just at a 6% annualized rate, which is very reasonable rate.
That's completely possible.
Very conservative, 6% if you did $100 a month. After 20 years, so a 25-year-old, once they're 45 years old, would have over $46,000.
Nice.
If you keep on doing that to age 55, it's $100,000. And if you do it to 65, it's $200,000. Now, $100 a month may seem like a lot of money, it may not, but as long as you start, it's going to get easier, and over time you're going to be able to do it and contribute to it, and you're going to lose your fear, and you're going to love yourself for doing it later. When
you get that statement and you see the money start to rise week after week, or every statement comes out once a quarter, you'll feel so good about yourself. What are some caveats here though, because you always have to invest with caution?
Sure, so there's some kind of silly things you want to avoid, okay? So if everybody's talking about this hot stock, you might want to avoid it. The other pitfall I tell people to avoid is the whole penny stock thing, right? So people have this notion like, oh, I can buy 10,000 shares of this penny stock, and if it goes up just a little bit, I'm going to make a ton of money. The penny stocks are usually penny stocks for a reason. And I'm not saying that you can't make money doing that. I'm just saying there's safer ways of doing it. So I suggest that you buy what you know. So if you love going to McDonald's and getting a cheeseburger every once in a while, why don't you invest in McDonald's? If you buy Jordans all the time like I do, why don't you buy Nike? Just whatever it is that you do in your daily life that you see that you're buying, go ahead and invest in that, because you'll stay invested in a company like that because you're confident in what they're going to do over the long run, because you buy their product every day, and you're going to be more interested in their future because it's something that you actually care about, something that you actually see. So overall, this is like a behavioral finance thing that's going to program you to eventually make a ton of money.
Now, what would you say to the person now who is watching the stock market or a stock and it's a bad year, maybe even a bad 3 years?
Sure, well, it depends on the stock, right? So now we're getting a little bit more technical with it. So if it's a company that you still think has great long-term prospects that's going to be around for a while, then that's something you just go ahead and, shut your nose off and just buy more, right? It's like you're eating your Brussels sprouts. That's when, there's a great opportunity to buy more. I tell people all the time, whatever your favorite brand is, right? If there was a sale at your favorite store and it was 30% off, you would go to the store and you would buy stuff. So if the stock's 30% off, why aren't you buying the stock? As long as you like the company, as long as you like the brand. So, but you do have to be careful, because every once in a while there's these stories that come out and the stock is going to be in trouble.
Well, there's going to be times when you lose money on investments. It comes with the territory, and you hope for a bounce back.
Absolutely. So you don't want to throw too much good money after bad, but maybe you buy something else.
And keep watching this guy. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.